What is the Buddha's advice concerning politics? Politics is something it's okay for lay people to go into, but not for monks. If monks go into politics, they put themselves at great risk. You see, in Myanmar, in Burma, monks like to go into politics, and also in Sri Lanka. But what happens is that, like in Myanmar, many of them get jailed, and also in Sri Lanka. But besides getting jailed, I've heard that some of them get hauled up for questioning in the middle of the night, and they never come back. So it is not the monk's business to be involved with politics, because politics is a worldly matter. The Buddha said a monk's job is to practice the Noble Eightfold Path, to look for liberation. One thing good about monks in Thailand generally is that Thai monks don't get themselves involved with politics. That is why a few years ago, when there was political unrest in Thailand, particularly in Bangkok, there was a photo taken. There was curfew, and nobody was allowed to go into the streets. But the monks, as usual, every morning they come out on arms round, bindabat. And the soldiers would not shoot them. The soldiers would not obstruct them. They can go on their arms round, because the soldiers know and the government knows that the monks don't dabble in politics. They still can chari makan, they still can practice. But like in Burma, there's hardly any forest monasteries now. Not like in Thailand. Thailand, you go to remote areas, you find everywhere forest monasteries. In Myanmar, if you are a monk there and you try to be a forest monk, you go from district to district, you know what happens? You go to one district, they suspect you of being a government spy. And they ask you some questions in their local dialect. If you can't answer properly, they'll kill you. So Thailand is, even though there are some Thai monks who go wrong ways, corrupt monks, but actually the percentage is much less. Thailand is a country with between 200,000 to 300,000 monks. So even you take 1% of monks who are corrupt, how many already? 1% is not much. But Thailand being a country where they are quite open, if a monk gets out of line, they'll publish it in the newspaper. Not that monks in Sri Lanka or Myanmar don't do the same thing. They do the same thing, but nobody publishes it in the newspaper. So there is a saying among Theravada countries, if you want to study the suttas, go to Sri Lanka. If you want to study the Vinaya, go to Thailand. If you want to study the Abhidhamma, go to Myanmar.